What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman McKinney, or you can just call me Juice, because that is my nickname. Appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and I'm also every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos that I post. It is only right, you guys. What did I try to tell all of you guys, all you people in my comment section? Type saying Aaron Rodgers is washed. The Packers are not legit. They're the worst 13-3 team I've ever seen. They're no good. They have no chance versus Russell Wilson. They ain't got no chance to win the NFC. They're going to go one and done. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Yep, I see it. He was struggling versus Detroit. He's washed. He's fallen off a cliff. He's in decline. Baloney. This is why you guys come to me. This is why you guys listen to my content, to get the actual truth and for me to enlighten you guys in what you do not see. And I kept saying all year, where everyone was telling me, oh, this Packers team is a fraud. This Packers team is not that good. They're going to get boat raced in the playoffs. They'd be lucky to win a playoff game. They're not very good. I kept telling you guys all season long, the Packers are legit, and Aaron Rodgers is still an elite quarterback. Aaron Rodgers used to be in a league of his own. I get it. We are so used to seeing Aaron Rodgers just be so much better than the entire league. Now, all of a sudden, because he wants to look normal every now and then, we forget that Aaron Rodgers is still really, really good. I kept telling you guys all season long. Listen, 26 or 27 touchdown passes to only 4 interceptions is considered a terrible year for Aaron Rodgers. This guy is deadly. Did you see that throw he threw to Devontae Adams to seal the game? Did you see the throw he threw to Jimmy Graham? Oh boy, wasn't it a thing of beauty, man? Wasn't it a thing of beauty? Aaron Rodgers is so washed, man. He's terrible. He can't complete any more passes. Baloney. I told you guys that Green Bay Packers once again proved the haters wrong. They beat the Seattle Seahawks in a great classic game. Probably the best game of the weekend, arguably. Aaron Rodgers, he did his thing, he was pinpoint accurate, and I will admit, Aaron Rodgers at times was a little bit inconsistent to a certain extent throughout the regular season. But what did I say about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? Just give them time. And I believe come postseason time, because I don't think this team has quite peaked yet, Aaron Rodgers and this offense is going to be efficient, and they'll figure it out. And I also told you guys that the Seattle Seahawks were overrated. I told you guys the Seattle Seahawks were not going to win this game. I kept telling you, Russell Wilson right now might be the best quarterback in the game of football today. But guess what, guys? He doesn't have help. He just doesn't. He has to work with Marshawn Lynch and Travis Homer at running back. The offensive line is in shambles. The defense is bottom 10 in almost every statistical category. There was a reason a couple weeks ago I moved off the Seattle Seahawks as a Super Bowl contender, because I just don't see it with this team. This team lost at home to the Arizona Cardinals. This team barely beat the Cincinnati Bengals. This team is led by a great quarterback, but they are too Russell Wilson dependent. I said they were going to get exposed, and early on, until Russell Wilson started putting together his magic, the Packers looked like they were going to dominate this game. Now, Russell Wilson ended up, pulling the Seattle Seahawks back into this game. Unfortunately, Russell Wilson, him just carrying the entire Seahawks team all season, caught up to him. The team, he just could not overcome the Green Bay Packers pass rush, their great defense, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. He just couldn't overcome playing on the road versus a better team. Again, no shame in Russell Wilson for playing the way he played today. He did come out pretty shaky in the first half. I thought Pete Carroll's game plan to start the game was not very good. The fact that he opened up the playbook in the second half, it was just too late. He should have done that right from the start. Pete Carroll consistently tries to just establish the run when it's not there. Listen, I love Marshawn Lynch. I think he potentially is a Hall of Famer, but he's not the same. Travis Homer, he's not getting it done. Put the ball in Russell Wilson's hands early and let him go to work. Unfortunately, Pete Carroll decided to do that in the second half. The Seattle Seahawks missed a very crucial field goal, and in doubt, it came down to who was the better quarterback on that field in the game. And Aaron Rodgers, he's just a bad man. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, that's the Aaron Rodgers I love to see. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, one of the 7 best quarterbacks of all time. The greatest thrower of the football was on display once again. Listen, I felt the Packers were going to be well rested. I felt they were going to having something to prove at home. You know, the Packers got to an early 7-0 lead. I believe they led the game 21-3 at the half. They jumped out to an early lead. They ran the football pretty well with Aaron Jones early on. Aaron Jones didn't have his best day on the ground. You know, I believe he had about 60 yards on the ground. I think he averaged like 3 yards per carry. Not his best day, but he did find the end zone twice. I like the fact that the Packers in the first half ran the football 18 times and passed the ball 15 times. They were very balanced the entire game. They stuck with the run even when it wasn't quite working to at least just keep the defense honest. And Davante Adams, he's a grown man. I said that Davante Adams is a stud, and no one wanted to listen to me. Listen, Davante Adams is a great wide receiver. He's a top 10 wide receiver right now in football. The Green Bay Packers don't have a great number 2 wide receiver, but again, they use Davante Adams in the way that the New Orleans Saints use Michael Thomas. They will squeeze every ounce of Davante Adams out of this offense because, listen, I like Allen Lazard. I think he has a lot of potential. I felt that Marquez Valdes-Scantling was going to break out this year. I felt that Jimmy Graham was going to be a little bit better. They haven't all come into fruition. And Jimmy Graham had a big catch today. He was the second leading receiver. He had 3 catches for 49 yards. But again, when all doubt, Aaron Rodgers just found a way to get the ball to Davante Adams, and credit Matt LaFleur and the coaching staff for finding creative ways to get Davante Adams involved. Because anytime Aaron Rodgers throws the football to Davante Adams, 8 or 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be complete, and it's probably going to go for a big game. Davante Adams had a $160 on the day, 8 catches, a touchdown. He was super clutch. Aaron Rodgers, he was great, and this defense did enough. And, you know, the defense did bend a lot in the second half, but Preston Smith, he got a key sack to give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. That is the reason that Ted Thompson and the Packers organization with Brian Gutekunst, they went out and got Zadarius Smith. They went out and got Preston Smith. They went out and drafted Darnell Savage, Jair Alexander. They've been building this defense for the last couple years to get the Packers to the playoffs, to where they don't have to be great because we know we got Aaron Rodgers, but they can at least make a stop when they are required to do so. The defense did just enough in this game to win, and like I said, the Packers, they're legit. They're going to the NFC Championship game. They're 1 win away from the Super Bowl, guys. And I understand the 49ers smacked them around the first time around, but I will give the Green Bay Packers a shot to win this game because Aaron Rodgers is looking like the Aaron Rodgers from back in his true prime. I think Aaron Rodgers is still very good, but he had a throwback game to where he was smack dead in the middle of his prime. Aaron Rodgers is still in his prime right now, but he's on the back 9 of his prime. He's not quite the same athlete, not quite as accurate from the past, but again, he had one of those throwback games. Aaron Rodgers is still great, man, and if he's on fire and he's able to fit the ball in the tight windows and just propel the Packers over the top, they can beat anyone, especially if you can run the football with Aaron Jones, especially if you have guys like Zadarius Smith, like Preston Smith, that can get after the passer. And again, Seattle, I got nothing but respect for them. I actually did not have Seattle in the playoffs in the offseason just because I didn't think that they were a great team overall. I felt that Russell Wilson was the entire team. I didn't think that he could quite carry them to the playoffs in a loaded NFC West division. But again, Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks found a way. Big props to Russell Wilson for making the playoffs with this Seattle Seahawks team. This is probably his best season overall as a pro, just when you consider the fact that he had to carry such a bad team in so many areas, whether it be the offensive line, the defense, the lack of a tight end that he has at his disposal, Pete Carroll's suspect play calling at times in a loaded division with the 49ers, with the Rams, an improved Cardinals team. He's probably going to finish second to Lamar Jackson in MVP voting. He won't win the MVP, but again, Russell Wilson still arguably might be the best quarterback in football. He has all my respect in the world, and I was very actually low-key kind of scared for the Packers because if Russell Wilson got the ball back one more time, he might have found a way to win that game. Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson, to me, are the 2 most clutch quarterbacks in the NFL right now. They have the Michael Jordan intangibles to where if they have the ball in the fourth quarter, oh man, your team better watch out. Aaron Rodgers made it a point to not get the football back to Russell Wilson. Now, I will say, Matt LaFleur, for his first ever playoff game, I was kind of worried about how he would respond being a first-year head coach in his first ever playoff game. I think he did pretty well. I'd probably give him a B for his performance on the day because of his brilliant play calling, because the offense was efficient, because the defense did just enough. But again, his time management down the stretch has to improve. Aaron Rodgers may not be able to save you from the dead like he did in this game. Matt LaFleur did not manage the clock very well down the stretch. He's got to do a better job of, closing games out by running the football and managing the clock. And I think the Packers will get better with that over time. They're going to need to be better at it versus the San Francisco 49ers. I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago. Right now, I probably would stick with that, even though they are going to face a San Francisco team that's very, very good. But either way, between the Titans, the Chiefs, and the Packers and the 49ers, I think the Packers fit right in. Right now, to me, they have maybe arguably outside of Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback remaining. They have a real running game. Offensive line that is pretty solid when healthy. Brian Bulaga needs to come back. And again, the Packers, they have Devontae Adams. They can score some points. Aaron Rodgers is pretty good. He's still elite. And they got a defense. And last time Aaron Rodgers had a top 10 defense, he won a Super Bowl. So again, shout out to the Packers. They got it done. Ultimately, the better team just won today, and the home team won in a very close game. Seattle deserves all the respect in the world, but again, they came up short. I'm very excited to see the 49ers and the Packers go at it. I will say this, that the Packers are going to need to start fast in that game. They're going to need to start a lot more faster than they did the first time around when they faced the 49ers and got absolutely blown out. Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, I know they're probably going to show up, but Alan Lazard and Jimmy Graham and someone else on the Packers offense on the outside is going to have to step up as well. They need a fourth guy to really take them over the top if they want to beat a team like the 49ers. They have to play virtually perfect. And I believe I'm going to take my chances with Aaron Rodgers potentially versus Jimmy Garoppolo. I will have a preview video out for that pretty soon. Don't quite know if I'll stick with my pick of the Packers going all the way just because the 49ers, they look really good. But again, the Packers are legit, man. I kept telling you guys, Aaron Rodgers, he's not washed. And hey, if you guys didn't want to listen, that's up to you guys. But either way, be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you got to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God bless day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.